Alright, so I'm going to give some feedback on my thoughts on economy in this game with casual players and my issue with progression. Progression, as I've stated many times on social media, needs to be easier and less punishing for your average players or below average players. Give people the opportunity to re-kit easily. For example, these shield charges, why should not be this expensive? Basic shield charges should not be this expensive. Cut these prices in half. Like, endgame players are not using green patch kits or green shield charges. So why are these expensive for new players slash players who aren't good who are dying repeatedly? It make the game easier to re make the game easier to re-kit from a loss. Ammo should not be this fucking expensive, dog. Yes, you could use the barter system, but you need materials for the barter system and you need to be able to extract. If you are constantly dying, you are not extracting with these materials. Lower the cost of these. These prices here are good. In my opinion, let's go down to tractors. In my opinion, no gun should be over 1500. No gray weapon should cost more than 1500. This should not be 3000. Yes, it's one of the best guns in the game, but it's a gray version. To get this up and kit this up, you have to buy mods, you have to equip a bunch of mods. Let the base version of a gun, a gray gun, be no more than 1500. Also, make more of the gray versions of guns available for purchase. At least with a schema. So at least if the guy finds a schema, these should not be limited in stock. These should be permanent. I don't know if when the stock runs out, if you have to go find a new schema. If that's the case, ridiculous. Like, come on, 15k for a gun. Nobody's buying this. It's like, come on, make these a little bit, make these gray versions of weapons more accessible, and you will have more variety in the loot pool. It'll be easier for people to recap. This is one of the worst guns in the game. This should not be $500. This should be $100. Let's go down. Like I said, make things easier for people to re-kit. Don't make it punishing because then players are not going to want to stay. They are going to be like, you know what, this isn't. I keep losing. I keep losing. It's hard for me to re-kit. Free kits are very terrible. Free kit should be a last resort. Free kit should not be something that a lot of people default to because they just don't have the credits to buy stuff. And then people will come and say, well, don't use credits, use materials. You have to be extracting if you with materials, as I said before, to get those stuff. Next thing that we need to sort out in this game is progression. And let's talk progression. This blue shields should not be this grindy. All these things should not be this grindy. Lower the cost of these things. 7 biolent seeds. Come on, dog. For blue shields, a lot of people are stuck on green shields, and then this requires rank 20. Lower these costs so that more players can progress through these things. And next thing with progression, and I'm gonna go to Sekiguchi for this. You see all these things here that say in a single run, and you have a bunch of annoying quests where you gotta run from point A, then run to the other end of the map to point B. Cut that shit out. We again, these contracts require you to survive. A lot of people are dying, and if people hit a wall with progression where they feel that they cannot progress, they will quit the game. I know a lot of people come and say, oh, but just these players just need to get good. You should not be bottlenecked on quests or progression. Like, getting your skill tree up should not be a fucking stressful time. You should always, the key to keeping casuals involved is not the fact that they're dying a lot. You don't want to give them free wins, but you want to make your system where no matter if they keep dying, they feel that, hey, I made some sort of progress in this run. Um, one last thing, a suggestion somebody made on a YouTube video or social media, I can't remember where it was, but they made the suggestion that yes, this game does not have safe pockets, and that's cool. It doesn't need safe pockets, but they made the suggestion that we could have more use for decons in the game. So let's say you find a valuable item that you want to get out with, right? So you find like shit, you find a bioseed, a violent seed, and you want to get out with it. You could go to a decon and deposit it into the decon, and that could be an in-game mechanic to a safe pocket. It's still risk versus reward because you have to get to a decon to safely deposit your item, and that could be a way to add more use to decons outside of just quest stuff. Like give us a way where shit, alright, this run looking a little sticky. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get out, but I have this valuable item. I'm near a decon. Let me run to the decon, drop it in there, get it out, and boom. No matter if I die, I still keep that item. It's a safe pocket, but an in-game mechanic to a safe pocket. That still adds a risk to it where you have to get to that decon, drop the item, get it exfilled, and you could still lose it, right? So that's all I want to say on progression. I hope feedback is taken into account for season two. Like a lot of this stuff needs to be fixed. The game is amazing, but a lot of this stuff needs to be fixed. Thank you for listening and have a blessed day.